Hello Libra, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. I want to look at your tarot scopes for the month of November. This is for your sun sign, your moon sign. If your moon is in Libra, or if your rising sign is Libra, you might want to check this reading out. It is a general reading though, and with all of my readings, use your own intuition because it is the most powerful tool that you've got, I believe. All right, let's get started with the Revealing Light Oracle. I'll be using that, as I said, to begin with, details of which are on my website. Then I will be moving to the Crow Tarot and also the Queen of the Moon Oracle. There are a couple of eclipses coming up, I think, which will be really powerful. And that's later on in November and also early December as well. Okay, so what are the messages for Libra for the month of November 2021? Libra, November 2021. Okay, so we've got resilience. This is Taurian energy. Even during the darkest time, there is illumination within. Be your own guiding light, never give up. If you found it hard, I know that you have that resilience. This is number 7. There were certain things you had to learn, certain lessons, pardon me, that needed to be experienced, and they can just like chip away at your confidence, chip away at your optimism, but you know, it's like the lighthouse. The lighthouse is there always through storms, through thick and through thin. The lighthouse stands and is a beacon to others. And I think that you, Libra, can be that for other people. The bridge between what is possible, what is impossible, between conflict and dissension, and you being that bridge between. So we have love is. So it could be some of you have experienced always hopeful, infinite and divine and worth the climb. Some of you may have experienced trouble or conflict, as I said, in your close relationships. But as I said, you can be that bridge. And you can be that way shower, exactly. This is Mercury energy. I know you're ruled by Venus, but I just keep, Libra is an air sign. And then, of course, Mercury rules Virgo. But to me, Mercury is about communication. Yes, it's inner communication, but it's also messages. It's all communications. So, yes, you are the keeper and the teller of your truth. And I do feel that your truth can help others. This is Pluto energy, connections, finding the spark of divinity in ourselves and others. Of course, Pluto is the planet of the soul. It is, or was, the furthermost planet until Eris was discovered earlier. I think it was 2005, 2006. And of course, Pluto lost its status as a planet and became a dwarf planet. But nevertheless, Pluto, of course, is the darkest reaches. So whatever's been going on in the darkest reaches, in that Plutonian type of energy where we dig deep, we have to dig deep. Events or circumstances or relationships make us dig deep. It's about soul development for you. And I think whatever you're discovering, this resilience that you're drawing on, whatever you're discovering in some way, you're the way shower. And it is about divine connections. Finding that connection in others allows you to then become that way shower. So I think you've got a story to tell. You have a role to play in November in some way. Let's pull a moon oracle. See if we can drill down there around communication. I feel it is in relation to communication and potentially negotiation, conflict, solving conflicts, Libra. I feel you'll be called upon to to play that role. Show me what's coming up for Libra in November. Libra, November. Sovereignty, Queen of the Moon. Sovereignty, standing in your own power, being the way shower, telling your truth, keeping your truth and telling it. There's something around communicating your truth. Nourishment, number 7. Of course, that 7 came up quite obviously in that first Revealing Light Oracle card I drew with resilience. So be mindful that you do need, if you're, particularly if you're in a negotiating position, where you're, solving that conflict, be mindful that you take time out to nourish yourself. Because I do feel this is, these two cards go together, and it is an emotional nourishment. I did mention the eclipses. So later on in November, there's something around nourishment. Whatever nourishes you, helps you be the lighthouse, not just for yourself, but for others. This is so much about your sovereignty here. And we've got pleasure. What is the nourishment? What do you enjoy, Libra? Is that family time? Is that nature? What is it that gives you this pleasure? Because I do feel that you're in need of it. With the appearance of the 7s, the 7s, of course, are lessons, notches under your belt, experiences that you've had in the past that might be making sense of. One more card. Self-love, yeah, there's something really around your own sovereignty. Your pathway to sovereignty is about self-love. Put yourself last, put yourself first for a change. What's at the base of the pack? Focus. Focus. Number 14. Focus. Foundational work for who, what, you. Number 1 is the identity. It's the first house. So whatever, if you've got your natal chart, have a look at what's in your first house. That's where the nourishment has to be. And look, if that's pleasure, if that's, going to attend a party with friends, getting together with friendships, having a couple of glasses of wine, going on a nature hike, whatever that pleasure is for you, Libra, that's what I feel you should be doing this month. There's something around needing to nourish the self, being around like-minded people, feeling at home within you, and, really standing strong in your own sovereignty. Okay, let's drill down, Libra. What's happening for Libra? Libra in November. What is occurring? I keep getting that pleasure photo of that with the light, bursting out. It's like an emotional restoration that might be occurring for you. I think it's over a couple of months as we move toward the end of the year. It's time to let cares and worries slip away. Okay. Now I'm just kind of feeling quite excited. So there could be something really nice coming up for you in November and December. Something that you really, with like-minded people, really kind of feel at home. All right, Libra, what's happening for Libra in November 2021? So we have the 7 of Cups. It's interesting. This is Piscean energy. It's about a choice that needs to be made. And the best way to do that is to use your intuition to make that choice. It's like what's under the, if you a number of thimbles and you're moving them around and you don't know what's underneath, what you'll get. But you do if you use your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? And I'm getting a draw here to the cup with the wreath, with the crowning wreath, victor's wreath on it. So there's something about a victory, using your intuition to it's like maximize your chance of victory. That's the signifier card. A choice needs to be made. And look, it's around abundance, the Empress card. This can also be, mother. This is the Taurus card, Taurian card, is associated with the Empress, earth energy. something around where your emotions are restored, best served, is where you need to be putting your focus. In the foundation of the reading is the Emperor card. This is associated with Aries, but this is about taking control. And remember, I mentioned that first house. You know, if you've got your natal chart, have a look at what's in the first house. This is where you need to be putting your emphasis or focus over certainly November. But I think as the year draws to a close, I think it gives you more control. So if you've been facing a series of heavy events, heavy energies too, you need to throw off the yoke, the burdens, and really focus on what gives you pleasure, because in some way that restores you. Knight of Swords, yeah, some uncomfortable truths could have been emerging, could have occurred. That's in the past position. What's in the sky? We've got the Two of Pentacles. A decision needs to be made. I do feel that quite strongly, Libra, that a decision needs to be made. Let's have a look at what's in the near future, which can often give us a backstory as well as a little bit of a prediction. We've got the King of Wands. So there's something around stepping forward bravely, stepping forward with courage, making a decision. This King of Wands is not frightened of anything. The anxiety, there's no anxiety there because they've got the staff, the Ace of Wands in their hands, and they're ready to move forward. They have passion, they have motivation, and there's dominion and sovereignty with the King of Wands. This is leadership. This is a leadership position. Let's see what's in the here and now. We do have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a truth, an insight, a message that has come to you, which brings a lot of clarity. Can also be the spy in the camp, can also be, somebody you can't rely on, or facing an uncomfortable truth about something or someone. And we've got the abuse of power. So if you've been through a situation that has been, you felt like someone's trying to sabotage you, or it could have even been self-sabotage, or somebody was, messing with your head a bit. It's like you've got all these insights, you really do need to dig deeply down and find out. It's like the why. You don't understand the why here. Why did they do this? But there's a really valuable insight for you. And I do feel that it will govern this King of Wands is stepping forward. Because in the hopes and fears, we've got the Tower. There's definitely been a Tower situation here. But also, it's only a fear. It's like, what do you fear? Maybe linked to this abuse of power, this sabotage, this, this is the energy, very uncomfortable energy, fives. Things go wrong in our relationships. Things go wrong in our new job. Things go, and we suddenly go, wow. I don't want to be in this situation anymore. And the Page of Swords can be that. It can be, an insight about, I don't want to be in this situation anymore. I want to make it. I want to make a decision to get out of this situation. And so you take action. Why? Because we've got the Nine of Swords in the outcome position, anxiety. So there's a really strong message here about your own fear. Because the Nine of Swords is, we have control over our thoughts. This is, the other side of Mercury energy, or of air energy as well. This communication, thoughts. We have control over how much we let things worry us. And, we've got the Hanged Man. So you need to look at this in a different way. there's a situation here that I think you're on the edge of the truth. You're on the edge of awareness, the edge of insight, but you're not quite there yet. So you need to almost turn the situation upside down. And it could even be looking at it from someone else's point of view. Seeing, putting yourselves in their shoes and seeing what they see. The Knight of Cups. And there's an offer to be made, the Knight of Cups. It's an offer of love. One more. And the Page of Pentacles allows you to move forward, step forward again with more security. So the Two of Pentacles talks about a decision, and the Page of Pentacles talks about the decision has been made. You could even, sometimes the Knight of Cups brings forward an apology. Sometimes it could be you that's apologizing. It's an offer of love. It can sometimes bring forward romance or renewal of romance, or not even romance, can be around your closest relationships. But you've been anxious about it. There's something that has stalled here, but something moves forward. You could even get an offer of some description. The High Priestess, using your own intuition, the unknowable. The unknowable. There's something, something about this that it's not fully in form yet. But we've got Strength, which is a similar kind of energy to the first card you pulled. I think this, for some anyway, not all, there's some kind of learning around your closest relationships. I don't feel you're quite there yet, but you will be. And there is a decision to be made, because that Seven of Cups talks about, things aren't clear emotionally. And the pathway forward, because of that High Priestess card, is to use your intuition. Really, really allow your intuition to come up. Your inner knowing. Because the solar plexus chakra is about awareness. And it has to travel up through the heart chakra, the throat, expressing communication. And up through the third eye and the crown chakra, so that we kind of actualize, we act in accordance with our higher selves. There's something about that. Sorry, something just touched my arm. That needs to be done. That's the process that you need to go through to solve whatever this is, this tower, this fear, whatever that is for you. That's the process you need to go through. Look at it from the heart's point of view. Look at it from your sovereignty point of view and your voice, using your voice. Look at it for particularly from your intuitive point of view, and look through, look at it, feel it from a spiritual higher self point of view. So something is in a process. You're going through a process, and I think it is to do with relationships or a close relationship, a situation that's weighing heavily on you. All right, Libra, I'll leave it there. I'll be back again with another reading soon. Bye for now.